Welcome everybody to Source K.Oed Part 1, because I don't think we're getting through all of it in one day. But it is the final game in the K.O.S storyline. I'm Ava, DM. If you all want to introduce yourselves for the recording and your characters.
I'm Frosty. I play Chichi and also sleep too much. Yeah.
I'm Ghosty Doo. I play Nicky, and I know too much.
I am Vegan Bear, and I will be playing Mango, the 6-foot-tall rooster who smells like mangoes.
All right. Brilliant. So for the opening of this game, at the end of our last game, Go No Further, you all managed to break Isaac free from K.O.S's mind control and get some information from him about, what K.O.S is and where K.O.S is, namely that K.O.S is an AI or artificial intelligence, who is presumably still in Isaac's lab, which is near the border with the Dreamworkers. And then you got out of town the next morning very early before the cops could come for you again. And what have you all done since then to sort of like prepare for what you're gonna do with that information?
I impulsively bought a longbow, a shiny longbow.
Mm-hmm.
Nicky's been talking with them about getting some newer spells, specifically things that are a little bit nastier than what she usually has.
I think I just realized this, but I have a bow, but I don't have any arrows to go with it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that, bud. Let's just say it comes with some arrows, because
It completely flew out of my head that I need arrows for a bow.
Do you wanna I think arrows are like in the they're just a standard item, so you don't need to RP at Glorps to get them. Do you want to just say you bought some arrows?
Yeah, let's just say I bought some arrows to go alongside with my bow.
Yeah.
It could also be like one of those cases where, like, if you get something that uses batteries, sometimes they put some batteries in theirs, so that you can the first time. You've got like 3 arrows free.
Yeah, the bow came with some arrows. That would make sense. Also, I'm trying to look up D&D arrows, and according to D&D Beyond, arrows cost 1 GP and weigh 1 pound, but it doesn't tell you how many you get. So that's really great. We'll just say that you got some arrows with your purchase of the fancy bow whose name none of us can pronounce. And
I'm gonna guess it's the same as what you get for standard inventory when you are just making a character, which is like 10 arrows. But that's very expensive for 10 bits of wood with point bits and some feathers.
Okay.
We'll just say that Mango has some arrows, and if you start shooting off arrows by the dozens, we'll have a conversation about Mango running out of ammunition. But otherwise,
yeah,
let's just leave the number up in the air.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Chichi disappeared for about 2 days and came back complaining of the world's worst rich person party. But also quite a bit richer, quite a few fancy things. Just uttering on and on about, I can't believe I finally had a dang Uber. 10-mile drive out. It's not for holding someone's funeral.
Oh, psh. Oh boy.
Jeez.
I was just planning to rob the entire dining table because that was going to be tasty, I think.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, after doing all of these things, do you guys want to head out in the direction towards the location that Isaac marked on your maps? He did mark that on the maps for you, right? I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did.
He
All
did.
right. So you know where you're going. Yeah. Travel is not something that I wanted to make a mechanic here, but we can talk about it a little bit. Did you guys meet up before you getting there? After getting there? Did you all just happen to arrive at about the same time, or did you like travel there together?
I think Nicky sent a pigeon.
You have their phone numbers now. Well, you have Chichi's phone number. I don't know that you have Mango's. Does Mango have a phone?
I think we established this last game that he does not have a phone.
Fair enough. Yeah. So you have Pigeon Works. All right. So Nicky sends out pigeons, or at least one pigeon, and the three of you meet up and travel together to the. Give me a second to remember directions. Eastern border of Giznap, near the border with Dreamworkers, the location that Isaac had marked on your map. So, as the three of you arrive at the place that Isaac had told you about, you see a fairly nondescript one-story brick building. There's no windows, and it is surrounded by an 8-foot-tall metal fence. The gate to the fence is currently closed, with a small box built into the fence next to it. And you can assume that this is Isaac's laboratory that he told you about. So, what do y'all want to do?
So, good question. So you said there's a fence surrounding the place, right?
Yes.
What kind of fence is it?
It's like a tall metal fence with like poles, spires every few inches, so too close together for any of you to be able to squeeze through. But hang on, I'm gonna see if I can find a picture on Google Images real quick to sort of illustrate what I have in mind. I can. So it looks something like this.
Oh.
And it is 8 feet tall, so it is taller than Mango by a good couple feet. And much taller than the rest of you.
By 2 feet.
Mm-hmm.
About 2 feet.
Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
My first instinct is to have Mango pick the two up and just throw them over the fence. But he's gonna have to ask for consent first.
Now, do we want to do this the healthy way, or do we want to make an entrance?
That's a good question.
I mean,
I'm
I'm
not want to make
not
an
terribly fond of the thought of getting impaled by the fence. It wouldn't do much damage, but eh.
I mean, I, what I do want to say is that, like, I do have, like, a long bow, and that I feel like that's going to be better off if I stay stealthy. You two, I'll let you decide on which entrance you want to take.
I will say you can also roll investigation or perception if you want to try and get a better idea of what's up with the fence. And I will also say none of you have even tried to open the gate yet. It's closed, but you don't. None of you have gone to check if it's locked or not.
Nicky knows only destruction.
I don't think Mango's noticed it.
What's that a roll for, Frosty?
Perceiving the local area. Just details.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay, that's a nat 20.
Oh boy.
Okay, and I got an 18 on
18.
investigation. I'm investigating the fence to find something out about it or something.
Okay. So we'll start from the lowest. Chichi, there's a big fence. Yeah. Within 11, yeah. You can tell the fence is there, you can tell the gate is closed. You don't really notice anything about the surrounding area other than that. Like, there's nothing special that you notice. Let me check. So, with an 18, Mango and Nicky would both notice this, that the gate to the fence is in fact locked. Built into it next to the lock is a little keypad for entering a code to unlock it. And you can also notice that inside the fence, on the side of the building, there is a breaker box that has some wires leading to the fence. And there is... Yeah. You also notice that near the back of the fence behind the building, there is a tree which looks to have a couple branches hanging over the fence. So if you wanted to, you might be able to try climbing it and getting over the fence that way.
I know one straightforward solution. I'm sorry.
And just because I want to reward Nicky's nat 20, you can kind of hear there is like a buzzing when you get close to the fence. It is electrified.
Oh no.
Question. How close is the electrical box to the fence?
The electrical box is on the side of the building. I would say at least 10 feet away from the closest point of the fence.
Oh, okay. So Nicky is really excited about the new spells her patron has taught her. So she's gonna pull one out now. And that spell is Shatter, and she is going to cast it on the electrical box.
Okay. How does that work? Do you roll to attack, or does the box have to roll a save?
So each creature within a 10-foot radius sphere centered on the point must make a Constitution saving throw. Creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, half as much as a successful one. Creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, metal, or metal has a disadvantage on the saving roll. Non-magical objects that is being worn or carried also takes damage if it's in the spell's area.
The shatter is a terrifying thing.
So we all have to make Constitution saving throws now.
Well, no, it sounds like it can be centered on a point of Nicky's choosing. So I'm guessing you would choose to center it on the breaker box.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and everyone else is outside the fence, so you're outside the radius of the effect.
I was going to suggest that Mango casts knock on the lock because he knows that spell.
Does Knock just fucking unlock it?
Yeah. Choose an object that you can see within range.
Going on in the party.
The object can be a door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles, a padlock, or another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access. In this case scenario, we have a lock or like a code.
Does it just automatically fucking unlock it? Okay, Ghosty, what are you rolling? I see the damage roll. What was the...
It was an 8.
Doesn't the box roll a con save, right? At disadvantage because it's a box.
Box.
Okay, but there is a downside to casting knock. It would give up the stealth thing because it releases a loud knocking sound that is audible from 300 feet away.
Hey,
it's a loud knock.
Doesn't Shatter make noise too?
Yep, we
So stealth is out the
Stealth's already thrown out the window. Oh my gosh, Kay just vibing and then it suddenly hears just like a loud knocking noise and just shatter.
I like to imagine it's a possum scream.
Okay, so if you're casting Shatter, I will roll the con save for the box. Okay, it's a 14. Does that make it?
So yeah, it just barely makes it. It takes half of what the damage. So that would be a 6. No wait, 4.
4? Okay. Let me.
Is it round down or round up? Because that's a half number.
You can round up to 5.
Okay, so
I will let you round up to 5. So the casing of the breaker box cracks, and you start seeing little sparks coming out of it. But you can tell the fence is still electrified. You have not destroyed the breaker box thoroughly enough.
Nicky, here. Okay, I guess Mango's now gonna cast knock on the pad.
Okay.
Sorry, Ava. I'm sorry.
Once again, I prepared for you guys to try and climb over the fence, break the breaker box, break the keypad. I forgot about the spell knock. Okay.
Yeah, Mango knows the spell knock.
Oh,
hang on.
Quite
Okay.
happy to jump fence, but that's now a case of okay. Okay.
Okay, so
okay, it says
should I cast it or
okay, I'm just looking at the rules for knock. I am okay. Yeah. Yeah. You can cast it.
Oh wait, it says I'm sorry, Ava. So Mango casts it on the lock, and I'm guessing it unlocks.
Yep. There is a click, and the gate is unlocked. The gate is not open though. And I don't know whether to count this as an arcane lock or a mundane lock, because, like, it's a keypad, electricity exists, it's a mundane lock, probably.
Is there a difference if it's mundane
Yes.
or arcane?
Yeah, because an arcane lock only stays unlocked for 10 minutes. So, so then you would have a time pressure, but,
Is the gate electrified?
you can roll investigation.
Fine, I will. Why would you electrify the gate? Actually, never mind. That's a dumb question. I know why. Nat 20.
Yeah. Yes, with a nat 20, you can tell the gate is still electrified. You can also tell that if you put in the correct keypad, the gate would be unelectrified while the lock was open. But because you just undid the lock magically, the gate has not had the electricity cut off.
Should have thought that through.
So, yep, the gate is unlocked if you want to find a way to push it open.
Maybe we could throw a rock at it?
Yeah, you could try throwing a rock at it.
He's gonna pick up a rock and throw a rock at it.
Roll a strength throw.
Wait,
Chichi was gonna just go through the hammer space and grab one of the torches they got for some reason. Just like, I have a stick.
Yeah, that might be a better. That might be a better because Ghosty
and it's not metal.
Nicky's rock with a 5. Nicky's rock hits the gate and sort of just makes a like clanging noise, and the gate does not get pushed open.
It was a D10 for inventory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 1d10.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get it.
1 unlit torch, i.e. a very large stick. Just, how about this? Uses it to push the door instead. Okay, back.
Yep, you can push the gate all the way open using the stick. Maybe, I'm wondering if you should roll a dex, a like dex thing for like maneuvering the gate open using a stick without touching it. I don't know.
The bars this closely packed together as
you kind of got a bit distorted there, Frosty. Could you repeat that? Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Frosty, we can't hear you.
Oh no, Frosty.
Discord was like, oh no, Frosty's being too smart. Killed him.
The brain cell has left the building.
Frosty, are you back? Okay, hopefully everything's good. Do you want to repeat what you were saying about the bars being the spacing of the bars?
Yeah, it's because the bars are so close in the one reference photo. The torch is probably just sitting on 2 of them.
That's fair. Yeah.
Isn't able to pass 2 bars either.
Okay. So no roll, you just managed to push the gate open with the torch.
Yeah.
And you can now go inside the gate.
Hooray.
See.
All
You
So-
solved your gate puzzle with a magic and a stick.
Did solve my gate puzzle with magic and a stick. So now that you're inside the gate, what do you want to do?
Perception check?
That would probably be a good idea.
No, Mango, you were doing so well.
This person said Mango's being too competent. Time to put him back in his box. Okay. And that's a 2 for Nicky.
Oh no. Oh, what?
Perception.
Perception.
Oh, okay. My died a bit again.
Chichi, please.
Okay, just let's put this one.
Okay.
Oh, that's
So-
better.
13, yeah.
It's better.
Yeah, 13 is the highest. Yeah. As far as any of you can tell, this is just like a fairly normal looking yard surrounding the laboratory building. It's a little overgrown because no one has been around to maintain it. But there don't appear to be any other traps or anything. You could just walk right up to the front door of the building and go in, you think?
And that is what Mango is going to do. He just marches up to the front door.
Chichi's gonna
he
want to
walks
roll
up
an
there.
investigation check because, okay, this is probably way too easy.
What are you investigating?
Just for, is there a child? Because Chichi is not really looking for it, rather than just anything of interest.
Okay, you cut out a little bit with what Chichi was looking for versus just anything of interest, so...
Chichi is now actually looking for, is there a trap, rather than just, is there something in place other than the broken breakables?
Okay. 15. Yeah, with a 15, as far as you can tell, you don't see any traps. Just seems like a normal, like, path through a normal yard up to a normal door.
Just like, either K wasn't terribly planning on us showing up, or there's a trap inside the door. She's really good.
Can Nicky roll to try to completely wreck the electrical box?
Yeah, you can continue attacking the electrical box if you want. Is that a attack roll?
Yes.
That hits.
Okay. I haven't used a melee attack before with this character, so I'm just gonna. That the electrical box takes 3 damage.
Okay. It continues sparking, but it's still powering the fence.
That is one well-built electrical box.
It indeed is.
You know, when the electrical box is powering your defense against outside attackers, you tend to try and keep the electrical box itself protected against outside attackers as well. Does anyone want to take a closer look at the electrical box, or does Nicky just want to continue?
Because you just watch this thing get blown up twice and it's still working.
Nicky's gonna take another look.
That would be perception.
Investigation.
Apparently, Nicky's too filled with rage.
Yep. Nicky is just.
And
you're
Chichi doesn't understand electronics that well.
Yep. Yeah. Five for Nicky. You're just glaring at this thing like, how are you still alive? Chichi with a 9, you're like, well, that's sure not in good shape because it's dented and sparking. But
I want to say that Mango, seeing that his team is over looking at the box, he's gonna walk over to them and is like, "Hey, what you looking at?" And he's going to also try and investigate the box to see what's so interesting about it. He's probably just gonna join the pile of dumbasses looking at it.
Nicky has blown it up twice, and it's still not destroyed. So
Mango also joins the group of dumbasses looking at a box.
Yeah, with a 2.
Dice parser just
no one knows
went,
what's going up with the box.
With a 2, Mango with
Go
a
ahead.
2, you're pretty sure this thing is indestructible.
We'll see about that. And Mango just, I'm not sure, but Mango just squints harder at the box, and I want him to cast the cantrip True Strike if I can on the box.
Okay, let me look up True Strike.
True Strike.
Yeah. I almost say roll initiative, but the box isn't doing shit. You can just attack it. So, yeah, you can cast True Strike on the box.
Okay, so now I have advantage on my first attack roll against the target.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. This is probably going to be a absolutely horrible idea, but I'm gonna have Mingle reach into his flute case. Yep, pulling out his rapier, and he's gonna try and strike the box with it.
Why are you using metal to attack the sparking electric thing? No, bad.
It's too late. He's doing it. 17. Do I roll again, or or should I roll?
Oh right, you have advantage, so yeah, you can roll again.
I'll roll again. Okay, 17.
Yeah, the 17 hits. Roll damage.
Should I make a Constitution saving throw against the electricity that's coming back up the sword?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
10 damage.
10?
And then
10 damage. Oh boy, that's a powerful rapier. Yeah, with that, you like smack the box with your rapier in just the right way, and it sparks one last time, and the electricity runs up your sword, and then it's dies.
The beast has been slain.
So that 9 is your con save?
Yes.
Okay.
Mango, what were you thinking?
Mango takes 3 lightning damage.
Mango, you have a bow.
But I didn't want to use my shiny bow.
Yes, you just electrocuted yourself. Why?
I like to think that there's like a faint smell of cooked chicken now.
When did it be roasted mangoes?
I see Nicky's nose twitching just a little bit. She's like, "Oh, what's the smell?"
No. No.
And with that, the power
I thought it would be a good idea. Sorry, go ahead.
With that, the power to the fence tapers off. The fence is no longer electrified.
That's good. Should have used the bow. But again, I would have disadvantage because it's the box is way too close, and I'm not willing to run away like 150 feet just to use it properly.
Jesus. That's the range on the bow before you have disadvantage?
We could have shot through the fence.
We could have shot it past the fence. But it's like 10 feet close. I'm gonna have disadvantage when shooting the bow.
Well, you could have run away from the fence and shot from 140 feet outside the fence. But, you know, it's dead now. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's now destroyed. And I smell like fried chicken now.
With a delicious mango saute.
Oh my god.
I would highly recommend of not eating meat.
Nicky doesn't eat her friend. She's strictly an enemitarian.
Make
Anyway,
your
let's
diet
go.
is terrifying.
Shall we move on? We still have a computer to beat. Or an artificer intelligence. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting the word.
You can just call her an AI because...
AI, yeah. Come on, we have an AI to beat. We can't stand out here discussing cooked mango. And he's going...
Breaking and entering.
Well...
Technically, you're already breaking and entering. You very much broke the fence to get in here.
Technically, we have the owner's express permission to enter this building. It's not technically breaking and entering.
Yeah.
Yes, but the co-owner is very much not going to be appeased. So we're still breaking and entering because we kind of just trashed his front gate.
I would have said that we technically didn't break anything, but now we did break the power box. So I can't say anything.
He'll be able to fix it
that.
when he actually gets the place back.
Yeah. Come on, we still have an AI.
Yeah. Back to the main objective here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the three of you go around the building back to the front door then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does anyone want to roll investigation, or do you just want to go for it?
Chichi had already done their investigation roll of the door, so...
I'm gonna say no for Mango. He thinks that after the power being put out, there's nothing much else that can happen outside.
Nicky rolled a 10 because she's always looking for something to steal.
There's nothing on the outside of the building to steal. It's just a plain brick building, plain door. There's not like any decorative items out here or anything. So yeah, whoever wants to can go and open the door. Who wants to open
Mango
it?
will.
Yeah.
All
right.
Mango comes closer to the door, and wait, what kind of door is this? Is this just like a regular door? Are these like giant doors? What kind of doors are these? I'm curious.
It's just a regular door like you would see on the side of a building. It's not quite like the front door you'd see on a house. It's more like the kind of side door you'd see on the side of a store for an employee break room or something. But it's not an especially big or heavy door.
Okay, so as Mango approaches the door, I want him to extend his hand to grab the knob first before pulling himself back. And he's like, wait, maybe I should check it first. And I'm going to roll investigation because 18. Huh.
Yeah. You don't see any traps. As far as you can tell, this is just a regular door.
That's all he needs. He takes the doorknob and he swings the door open carefully, making sure it doesn't make a loud sound.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Really didn't actually bother rigging up the outside, I guess. That's
Sorry, what was-
surprisingly nice.
Well, that is assuming he can open the door.
Yep, the door swings open, and is well maintained, so it doesn't like make a loud screech or anything. And beyond the door, you can see a small, fairly dark room. There's no windows, and any lights that would normally be on are unlit. So all there is to illuminate the room is the light coming in through the door you just opened, and a faint line of light that is coming from underneath a closed door on the left of the room. But it's not quite enough to illuminate all the corners.
Okay, that's mildly creepy.
Mango does not know the spell light, so do not turn to him for that answer.
Nicky senses the vibes here are rotten.
Yeah, does anyone have a light spell or want to roll investigation to look for a light switch, or roll perception on the room in general?
Nicky is always looking for things to steal.
Is that an investigation for things to steal roll?
Yeah.
Then? Okay. And what's that for Chichi? Investigation, perception.
Perception.
Okay.
I'm gonna
That's
perceive too. I wish to perceive also. 17.
17. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, so all of you see that the room seems to be used as a storage room. There are like shelves and workbenches pushed up against the walls that are sort of cluttered with books and boxes and some bottles of things and weird metal bits. And there's 2 doors in the room, one on the left and one on the right. Nicky specifically looking for things to steal. With an 18, you find a lot of like, very easily pocket-sized little metal bobs and bottles of variously colored liquids and textbooks that look very the kind of textbooks that colleges will charge you like $300 for. I don't know if the monetary value is something that appeals to her. But a lot of this room is chock-a-block full of small things you can easily
Those
carry
college
off.
books they won't even give you $10 back for.
Nicky's not necessarily looking for something that's monetarily valuable. She's looking for something that would be annoying if it's lost.
Not so much in this room. This is storage. This is clutter mostly. It's stuff that could be replaced. It's stuff that's not actively being worked with. And Chichi and Mango with a 16 and a 17. So you both notice that there are 2 robot arms hanging from the ceiling of this room. Sort of picture like Metaton's arms, where it's like the flexible metal tube with a glove at the end. It's sort of cartoony, but also they are hanging from the ceiling there. They are sort of moving about up in the shadows. And
I do not like that image.
And you both also notice, your attention is caught by a little red blinking in the like far corner of the room, and you see a camera pointed towards the door. Everybody roll initiative.
No. I do not like the robot arms.
Oh, wait, I'll put that in maps.
24. Dang. Okay, I'm gonna write down. I'm gonna write down initiative order.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should get my paper.
Yeah. I have a sticky note right out in front of me. Okay, so are we gonna be fighting the arms? Oh no.
Okay.
Question.
So,
which door did we come through on this map?
The one at the bottom is the front door. And then there are doors to the left and right. And there is light coming in through the door to the left. But both doors are shut.
I don't know what to name the arms, so I'm gonna name the arms Arm 1 and Arm 2.
Yep.
I can't tell which one, which arm goes first. Okay,
I'm just gonna name them so Arm 1 goes first. And then,
Okay, I have the sticky note written, and so now this is what do correct me if I accidentally put this the wrong way. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Is this correct?
That's what I have. And I'm gonna say Arm 1 is the arm close to the door. The gray spots on the map are where the arms are hanging from. So they kind of can't change where they're hanging from. So Arm 1 is the one closer to the door.
I do not like that.
So, Mingo, it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
Okay, are the arms... Okay, yeah, the arms are now definitely moving, and that scares the peckings out of him. So as a reaction, he's going to swing his rapier, which I did not have him put it back into his... Yeah, I still have the rapier out. So he's going to... Okay, I like to imagine he releases a shriek as he just slashes at the nearest arm as soon as it moves. Just as soon as he sees it moving. 15. Does that hit?
That hits. Roll for
okay,
damage.
I guess roll damage. Roll for damage. Oh. 10 again.
10. Okay. With one hit, you manage to cut this robot arm off, and most of it goes falling to the floor, and it goes still, and the top part above where you cut sort of retreats back up towards the ceiling.
So I guess we no longer have Arm 1.
Yep, Arm 1 is out.
I'm sorry. I did not expect to get rid of the arm that quickly.
Nope. I was I was expecting there to be a little bit of a balancing thing. I'm already tweaking Arm 2. So, Chichi's turn.
Hey. Yeah, seeing as Chichi is already not reacting well to the creepy things hanging off the ceiling, it's going to be a martial arts attack.
All right.
And one key point being used to make it 2 unarmed strikes. And I can use a dex for that. Yay!
Oh no.
Yeah, 6 does not hit. 22 sure hits. So roll damage for that second one.
Wait, which hand are you striking, Nicky? Oh no. Chichi, which one are you striking?
The one that's still there.
Yeah, so the one that's a little ways into the room. So, yeah. Chichi runs in, the first attack misses, but the second attack hits, and you hit it for 4 damage. It sort of, like, flinches back, but only a little bit, and then it, like, comes back down, and the hand balls up into a fist. And Arm 1 is on the ground. So, Nicky's turn.
Yes. So Nicky is going to try to do Eldritch Blast on whichever arm is still around. Does that hit?
Yep, that hits. Nine. Okay. Yeah, the arm is sort of, twitching and sparking, but it's still, hanging in there. Still, moving around, albeit a little bit more jerkily and less smoothly than it was initially. Oh wait, I wrote down this wrong. There we go. Yeah. So for the robot arm's turn, it is going to reach down and try to pick up Chichi.
Oh no.
So that's gonna be
Hey.
a grapple. If you want to roll acrobatics, and it's going
There's
to roll.
one thing I still need to look up, which is the disengage action.
Shoot.
Because Chichi is now level 3 monk. And Way of the Drunken Master is surprisingly dodgy. Where is that page?
So are you wanting
Sorry.
to retroactively disengage?
Yeah, I hadn't actually gotten to mentioning that I kind of wanted to be able to do that. Yeah, it's Way of the Drunken Master is weird because I am now 3rd level. I have Drunken Technique. So I had disengage and a bonus to 10 walking speed. This monkey can walk around at 50 feet a second.
Well, 50 feet around, which is 6 seconds, which is
Yeah,
a little under 10 feet a second. It's fast.
Yeah, so Chichi was going to take a disengage action because too creepy, staying well away.
So I'm looking up disengage, and it says if you take the disengage action, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn. Are you like disengaging and then using your movement to like walk back to the entrance?
Yes.
Okay.
Just a little distance is preferable.
To being within arm's reach.
Yeah.
Understandable. In that case, it is going to, yeah. In that case, what it does is it grabs a vial off one of the shelves and throws it towards, I'm gonna say Nicky, because Nicky hit it most recently, and for the most damage. And basically it is casting acid splash.
Oh no.
Okay. So you have to roll a dexterity saving throw, Nicky.
Okie dokie. Let me just double check on what my dex is because I don't use that very often.
13. I forgot to make a fucking spell save DC for these goddamn robot arms. Let me check a thing.
Oh no.
I never remember the spell save DC. Any of that stuff. Of course, Dungeon Master's Vault doesn't have that easily visible from, whatever the hell is going on here. I'm just gonna say that 13 manages to dodge it. So
Yay!
the vial of acid smashes against the wall behind Nicky harmlessly. Well, not harmlessly. It sort of bubbles and starts to peel up the paint, but like you don't get hurt, so it's fine.
I take that as a win.
Okay.
Hooray.
And it is now Mango's turn again.
Oh no. Okay, so what I had in mind was that Mango was going to look at the arm and he's going to try and cast Vicious Mockery on the arm.
Oh boy. Let me look that up.
Basically, you unleash a string of insults laced with a subtle enchantment as a creature you see within range. If a creature can hear you, though it need not understand you, it must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Now,
So we may just.
The question is, can this robot arm hear you?
That is a very good question. Can the robot arm hear?
Yeah, it is occurring to me. K can hear us, meaning we might be doing damage before we're even in the same floor.
Well, the question is, can K hear you?
Can she
There
not
is a
hear through
camera.
security's camera?
Do all security cameras have microphones and sound recording?
Well,
Usually.
There are some that are video only.
I'm curious. Can Mango just yell loud enough that K hears?
Hang on, let me pull up my map.
Can Mango make a noise so loud that even the deaf can hear?
Yeah, Mango yelling without any kind of enhancement, K cannot hear you.
No.
Currently. Yeah, I'm gonna say the robot arm cannot hear you. So you can you can attempt Vicious Mockery if you want, but that would not do anything.
Okay. So Vicious Mockery is not gonna work, unfortunately. And I don't have anything that makes me louder. So my next thing is, can I cast blindness on the camera?
Yeah, that would work.
Okay, so choose one creature you can see within range to make a Constitution saving throw. If it fails, the target is either blinded or deafened. In this case, I'm going to make them blind. And at the end of each of its turns, the target can make a Constitution saving throw. On a success, the spell ends.
Okay. I'm gonna wrap the camera in with arm 2 for its turn. And I don't have specific stats for the camera, so I'm just gonna use K's. Constitution, you said?
Constitution.
Does an 18 save?
Yep, it does. And so he tries to cast blindness on the camera, but unfortunately, the camera's too strong. Unfortunately.
Dang, we didn't bring any paint-filled balloons.
And I think, yeah, there's nothing else Mango can do. Yeah.
Alright.
Well, he tried.
So Chichi's turn then.
Hey. Hey. Yeah. I think Chichi's just gonna go for another unarmed Glorious Strikes attack.
Alright.
Okay, key point should call a take 2 on that.
Oh boy.
Yep, you can. You're in maps. You're not in the game zone.
Oh no.
Ah,
We can still count it. So that's a 9
Sorry.
and a 14. The 9 does not hit, the 14 does.
sorry, brain.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, that is where the map is that you're probably looking at to figure out what's going on. So,
And
4
another
damage.
4 damage.
Yep. Yeah, the arm has been looking pretty bad since Nicky hit it with the Eldritch Blast. So Chichi, you just I don't know if you like punch it or kick it or whatever.
Flurry of blows. So basically, I am going to attempt to claw you to death. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give it
You
the old monkey's paw.
Monkey paw.
Mhm. Yeah, you go nuts on this thing.
Technically,
And
it's. I was thinking Power Wild from Kingdom Hearts, a type of attack. Because
Yeah.
I played too much of that past.
I'm not familiar with Kingdom Hearts, but Chichi goes nuts on this arm, and when she steps back, it is just hanging limply from the ceiling. And congratulations, you're out of combat. You've defeated the 2 robot arms.
Thank
You've eaten
Safe
your
packing warm.
robot arm puzzle.
You have. And now you're free to look around the room, if you want to investigate any of the other stuff you saw, now that the robot arm threat is gone.
Mango is gonna stab the one on the floor and make sure it is done for good. He should have done that earlier, but he's gonna do it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll an attack. If you want to stab this thing, you gotta roll for it.
Do I have to?
Yes. It's a metal tube. It's a metal tube that you're trying to stab with a rapier. If you want to get through the metal, you have to roll something.
Okay, that makes more sense. I thought you meant like if I could hit the thing, and I'm like, it's on the floor. It's not gonna move. Or can it?
I guess it's more the
alive?
hits. Do not accidentally have it bounce off and
24.
stab you in the foot.
Yeah, exactly. It's make sure that you actually hit the thing versus your blade glancing off.
24.
Yeah, you hit it.
Fair.
You hit it. You hit the fuck.
Since
you
it's a
stab it.
fair, that's not fair.
Yep, you stab this thing, and it is sure dead now. It was dead before, but now it's like a cheese grater. It's so full of holes.
Okay, now Chichi was going to roll to investigate the area.
Yeah.
Investigate the things. Hey!
Okay.
It's a good roll.
17. Does anyone else want to roll just so I can give it all at once? Or...
I might as well.
Nicky's going to roll to investigate specifically to see where the camera is.
Ooh.
Hey.
All right. Yeah. Nicky was specifically investigating the camera, you said?
Yeah.
So with a 13, the camera is up against the far wall, up against the ceiling. It's like over top of a tall bookshelf pointing at the door. And it's got a little red light going to indicate it's on. And it's like wired into the ceiling. Okay. 18 hits. It's a camera. Uh, 4 points of damage. Yeah, you I don't think the thing is destroyed, but you crack the lens and knock it askew, so it is no longer pointing at the door. And then for Chichi and Mango with a 17 and a 20, first off, you can find the light switch, which is sort of next to the front door, but like hidden behind a box of stuff, so you can turn the lights on if you would like.
Sure.
Please.
Yeah, so an overhead light turns on. Now the room is not entirely in shadow. You could close the door if you wanted to, and you would still be able to see. You can see a lot of, basically a just disheveled storage room, boxes, books, all sorts of what you assume are mechanical parts. And the two closed doors to the left and to the right, the one to the left has like light coming out under the door. The one to the right is dark underneath. And those two, with the lights turned on, you can see that those two doors have little identifying plaques next to them. The door to the right, which is dark, is labeled Alchemy Lab. And the door to the left, which has light coming under, is labeled Robotics Lab.
It's tempted to go investigate the alchemy lab, even though they know where they'll probably find K getting the light source.
All right. Yeah. So the door to the alchemy lab is not locked. You can swing it open easily. If you want to roll perception for that room, you can. Or investigation.
Mango was going to say, why not get straight to the point of by going through the robotics, but I guess, fine, we can look at the alchemy room. And he's going to also perceive 11
Okay.
and 17.
Let me check. Yeah, 11 is good enough. You two go right for looking for the light switch, and you do manage to find it and switch it on. And while you're doing that, Nicky, you can see that there are more. This room is about twice the size of the last room. And there are, some more workbenches. This feels like a room where work was actively being done versus the last room being a storage room. So there are a bunch of work tables set out with like vials of chemicals set up like they were being used for an experiment. And there are also 3 robot arms hanging from the ceiling in this room.
No.
So
I was greatly hoping there would be no more arms, but there's 3 more, and I feel like, does Mango see the arms?
Within 11, I mean, you rolled an 11. No. Nicky can tell you about the arms if she feels like it.
Nicky.
There appears to be metal arms, and they also appear to have quite sharp pincers.
Nope. Mango just kind of like turns around and goes back to the storage room. He's not dealing with any more arms.
Yeah, I will say there are no other.
You guys can investigate the alchemy room on your own. I'll just stay over here in this corner.
Yeah, I will say the alchemy lab only has that one door in and out, so it doesn't lead further into the building. So you can back right out of the alchemy room, back into the entryway.
Nicky's sort of just along for the ride. So.
Sure. Yes. Is more things than want to fight us. Never mind.
All right. So you guys back out of the alchemy lab. I presume someone wants to check out the door for the robotics lab next?
Yep, Mango.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
There to just grab and shove it in the doorknob.
Sorry, what was that?
Chichi is going to try and find a chair in the storage room to shove under the doorknob so the door stays shut.
Yeah, I will say the arms are all fastened to the ceiling and have a limited reach, so they can't get out of the alchemy lab.
Good.
Nine.
9. Yeah, the door's locked.
Hmm. Well, I still have one slot. I still have 1 second spell slot left.
Okay, here's a question. What's type of lock?
I can just cast knock again.
What's
What's the type of lock?
could you sorry.
It
Could
is-
you repeat that,
Just let me
Frosty?
be Nick isn't doing the thing again. I would like to know which type of lock we're dealing with.
Which side of the lock you're dealing with? There's a keyhole and you cannot open the door. So that's which side of the lock you've got.
Mm.
At least.
Frosty, you're cutting out again. Yeah. Chichi can try to lockpick it.
Yay.
She wants to be tried.
Save Mango spell slot. So yeah, that's sleight of hand plus, I think, are you proficient with thieves' tools because of your 1 level in rogue?
Yes.
So that's, I think, sleight of hand plus your proficiency bonus to roll.
Oh boy. Yay. Peace.
Wow.
Okay, turn 1.
That's a modified 20. Yeah, it takes Chichi a minute, but the lock clicks open. And the door, yeah, the door is unlocked.
Well.
Hmm.
Okay, do you wanna open the door?
Yeah, just cautiously.
Yeah. So Chichi nudges the door open, and behind the door is a long hallway. It is, lit up. There are lights on along the ceiling. That's where the light coming under the door was from. But basically, you, you open the door and it leads you to a long hallway, and farther down at the other end of the hallway, you can see another door. Do you want to go down that hallway?
Each wants to roll an investigation of the hallway.
An investigation for the hallway? Sure.
Yeah.
Uh, 10. It's a hallway. It's a normal hallway. There's nothing in it except the lights.
Oh, well. Do something with moving forward and it isn't intimidating.
Is anyone else having trouble understanding Frosty? You're sounding
No,
a
you're
little
not the only
distorted.
one.
Okay.
Sorry, I think it's actually just my mic is not best.
Yeah, that may not be helping. You sounded fine just now when you were talking about your mic, so.
Hmm.
Yeah, sorry. It doesn't usually act up this God.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, do you wanna repeat what you were saying?
Frosty ain't gonna be happy about this, but she's now just calm about going down the hallway because okay.
Alright, so Chi-Chi's going down the hallway. Will
Unless
Mango
somebody else wants to roll a thing first.
will Mango and Nicky go down the hallway as well?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. He's gonna have his rapier ready in case there's any more arms.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you say you're fully armed?
All right. So the door at the other end of the hallway is not locked. It swings open easily. Whoever wants to open that door.
I guess Mango will do it again.
All right. So Mango steps to the front of the group and swings open the door and reveals the room beyond, the computer lab. So the computer lab is fairly dark, but you can still tell that it's bigger than the entryway and the alchemy lab combined. It's clear that this is where Isaac spent the majority of his time, and the space is full of large work tables covered in unfamiliar metal components and strange tools. More robot arms snake down from the ceiling, sliding over each other as they move about, manipulating parts on the tables. But all motion comes to a halt as you see K.O.S, and she sees you. At the other end of the room is a computer, monitor screen growing an eye-bleedingly bright swirl of cyan and magenta. As you watch, the cyan switches to yellow, and then the magenta changes to an acid green, one neon color after another, switching out seemingly at random. In front of the swirl is an enormous eye, and that eye is looking straight at you. And yeah, here's where I was going to break, but you were actually good at the puzzles, so let's roll initiative, and then we'll take a quick break.
Alrighty, initiative, go.
Initiative, indeed.
I absolutely hate this, and that is the sole reason why I love this.
Chichi, why do you roll so badly?
Not as bad as Nicky.
Okay, K.O.S, are you gonna roll?
Yeah, I was looking up her initiative bonus.
Oh boy.
That is one very large
How the
square
fucking
building.
hell did K.O.S roll a 0? What the fuck?
It's an at one minus the 1.
Oh my
Oh, dear.
god.
Okay, so we have in
the order that we rolled, Mango, Chichi, Nicky, and then K.O.S.
Okay, you know what? Not a lot has changed from our previous roll, but
Okay, now here's a question. Does rolling a 0 on initiative mean they still have a turn this round?
I don't know.
Good question. I'm gonna Google that.
I'm Googling too.
It's the oh my god. I didn't expect it at 1.
So I was playing. Okay. Okay, so
I don't see any rules about it. I think she'll still get a turn this round.
Yeah.
okay.
I think usually 0 is just treated as a critical fail or something similar.
A very bad critical fail.
Yeah.
Oh
But
my
in the case of initiative, like rolling a nat 20 on initiative doesn't give you anything, so I don't think rolling a crit fail on initiative makes you skip a turn. But oh boy, he sure is going last.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel a little bit bad.
Well,
because oh no.
We came here to fight a computer mastermind, and that's their initiative roll.
Yeah. No, it's
So
for
now
the
we're
fact
just
that I have
making
a
more of a computer
longbow.
that's on dial-up and somewhat confused.
I have a no, why I feel bad is that I have a longbow, which means I don't have to get that close to them to hit them.
I posted the map in Maps, which shows the.
I can. Okay,
the whole
how
building
much? How
and-
many feet? How much feet is each square?
5.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I
10,
can
20,
hit.
30,
Okay, you know what? I probably can. 1,
70,
2, 3,
80.
4, 5.
So
80.
the room is 80,
that 80 feet?
wide. Yeah. So you will probably be at disadvantage. The hallway is another 5 feet, so you're max 85 feet away.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna have disadvantage, and I don't have close quarter shooter, so.
Shame. Let's
Shame.
take a 5-minute break here, and then when we come back, we will do the fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 It,
Hey. Hey, Frosty. Okay, so Frosty's back. I'm back. PP is back. Ghosty, are you here?
I've always been here.
That's right. That's why I ask, are you here versus are you back? You never seem to leave for the breaks.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
I've always been at the hotel.
Okay. So we're all back and we're all ready to resume. And it is Mango's turn first.
slightly caught up downstairs because one of my packages arrived, and there were 3 freaking cardboard boxes involved.
Oh boy.
There's only 2 items.
Okay, so should I go or?
Now I'm like, Kay should probably say something, huh? Before you all start fighting. But honestly, yeah, just go. Take your turn.
No, why?
Okay, so Kay sees you all standing in the doorway, and, I didn't write out this half of the game. I don't have lines. I don't have a script. This whole thing's gonna be winging it. So, he's like, oh, I see you made it in. You should leave.
We're not leaving. We're not gonna leave. Until you stop all of this.
We can't just leave you be.
Sorry, you're all gonna have to repeat yourselves. I got none of that.
I said you should learn some manners.
What?
So, it sounds like Nicky said you should learn some manners, right? And then,
yes.
What was Chichi saying?
Chichi said, "You've already caused us and a lot of our friends just enough trouble that unfortunately we can't do that."
And what was Mango saying?
Mingo was gonna say, well, we're not gonna leave until you stop all of this, or we'll stop it for you.
So, Kay listens to all this and then goes, how utterly predictable. What a shame. Well, I offered you the chance to leave. That's all I can do. If you want to try to fight me, you can try.
Oh, I'll try you on that, all right. And as Mango is the first one to go, as a bonus action, he is going to reach into his hammer space. A 2.
Just makes
Ooh. Just makes it, pulling out the bow. Can he just pull out a arrow with it simultaneously?
Yeah.
And he's gonna aim it directly at K.O.S. at K. And again, roll to hit with disadvantage. Yeah, I already know how to do this. Both 13s.
Dice Parser said Mango gets a 13. K's armor class says that doesn't hit. So the arrow, like, shoots out across the room, but it glances off of one of the many, many robot arms that are also in this room and sort of gets knocked off course and thunks into the wall. And, like, Kay's eye goes to follow the arrow as it, like, misses, and she's like, wow, not the most impressive try.
Yeah. It could have been worse. And
Well.
that's all I can do for Mango. He's not moving.
All right. What does Chichi want to do?
Chichi is gonna go for hammer space weapon grab. Yay!
Hooray.
And they are going to grab out their little sling that they have and have never been able to use.
All right.
Which 3120 distance, so I do have some targets that are not going to be at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the ones that doesn't give disadvantage.
One of the robot arms, maybe?
Yeah, like third one back, I suppose.
All
Those
right.
are just tables.
Yeah, all the rectangles are tables, all the little gray dots are like arms.
Ow! Ah.
Is that the attack roll?
Yes.
6? Yeah,
That's
6
a
does
1.
not hit. Oh boy.
And it's a nat 1
Nat
too.
1. I think with a nat 1 it might bounce off the arm and go flying back past you guys, back out into the hallway. It doesn't hit anyone, but it comes close.
Oh no.
Is there anything else Chichi can do on her turn, or?
I need to remember. I don't really have any bonus actions, I think.
All right. On to Nicky then.
Nicky's going to try to Eldritch Blast Chaos.
Well, a 23 does hit. Five damage. Yeah, the Eldritch Blast whacks into the... Are you aiming for, like, whacks into the table with the computer on it, and the computer gets a little bit scorched. But overall, Kay is just glaring at you now.
Such rude children. Like, who breaks into another person's house demanding for them to stop what they've been doing for so long now? Like, come on, that's rude.
Is there anything else Nicky wants to do on her turn?
Pretty much just scream and make rude gestures. That's how she does.
What kind of gestures?
Rude gestures.
Okay. So, yeah, okay. Rude gestures at Kay. Yeah, it's Kay's turn now. Which you might have noticed that there are several robot arms in the room, and they did not roll their initiative separately, because they go on Kay's turn. Or well, some of them do. Not all 7. So the first thing is the robot arm closest to the door is gonna make a grab for Nicky. Because Nicky, you were rude. So roll.
Rude child.
We're gonna roll for a grapple. So roll acrobatics for Nicky. Oh boy, it doesn't have to be very good, because that arm just rolled a 3. 11, yeah. The arm closest to the door makes a grab for Nicky, but Nicky, you easily, like, jump over it, and out of its reach. And are not grappled.
She's got no bones.
What?
She's a possum, she's got no bones.
What the fuck?
I'm not quite sure what that means, but I mean, it's. I've worked with possums, it's accurate.
Possum has no bones.
Especially a cartoon possum.
Nicky was a goop all along. Goopy possum.
Possum is liquid.
Such is the nature of a tune. Okay. And the next closest arm to the door, is going to grab a vial off the table and throw it also at Nicky. Nicky, roll a, hang on, it's Acid Splash again. I had Acid Splash pulled up and then I put it away. It's, I think a dex save.
Yeah.
Yeah, so roll a dex save. 6. Does not make it. So... Yeah, Nicky, take 6 points of poison damage as
oh no.
This acid damage? What damage does it's acid damage because it's acid splash. I got the damage type mixed up. I don't know that it matters, but this vial of acid collides with Nicky and splashes her with a very bright green liquid that starts bubbling. And does 6 acid damage.
He's gonna scream again.
Valid. And we are back to Mango's turn.
Alrighty, it is Mango's turn once again. Mango's gonna have another shot at K.Oed. Does he need to reach into his hammer space for another arrow, or?
I'm just gonna say with the bow you also had like a quiver of arrows. So you have your arrows with you.
So I'm gonna try and fire yet again at K.O.S. And this time okay, I want to try out its special feature. So I want to activate its one of one I want to activate its special ability, and the arrow, as he puts it into the bow, turns red. So if it hits, it will deal 1d8 fire damage alongside with the regular damage. So
Yeah.
that is assuming he hits K.O.S. Again, he's not being stealthy, so he doesn't really care. Ooh.
18.
And an 8.
8.
No, Mango.
Yeah, unfortunately, the 8, it doesn't hit. The arrow gets knocked out of the air by another robot arm and thunks into a table and burns out.
I should have thought about the fact that I have disadvantage while firing before using one of the 3 charges I had. I only have 2.
I thought you were going to use the charge that gives you advantage, which would cancel out the disadvantage, but
No, I can't. Green. The way I think it works is that it only works if it hits. It didn't. If I were to make it green and
orange.
I were to fire it, it still wouldn't work.
Orange is what I'm talking about. The arrow has advantage to hit, which would cancel out the disadvantage.
I'm face palming myself right now.
Well, you still have 2 charges, so maybe next turn.
Next turn, definitely next turn.
In the meantime, Kay looks very unimpressed at this and is like, I want to make a quote about the definition of insanity, but that raises so many questions about the existence of, like, which historical figures have made which quotes in the world of Toonkind D&D. So instead, Kay's just like, how utterly predictable. You failed twice now. Are you going to continue repeating this failing pattern for the entire duration of the fight?
Mingo's not gonna respond to that. Mingo does not to reply, but he'd rather just. Anyway, next, Chichi, it's your turn.
Yeah. Well, Chichi is now slightly annoyed at how badly their use of a slingshot went, so it's like, okay, slingshot gets to say in Carl Tale, and we're gonna do my last key point for another 2 flurry of blows.
Alright, are you attacking which of the arms?
Closest.
Okay.
So, first one. Brain having to remember things.
9 does not hit. A 22 does hit. Roll damage for the second one. 7.
Yay! Max damage.
Yeah. You smack this robot arm around good, and it starts, twitching and jerking, but it's still moving around.
And disengage retreat from the arm.
Okay, going back to the doorway, or
to the bottom left corner.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're out of reach of all the arms there. So, good choice. Nicky.
Nikki is going to open her mouth as wide as she can, and she's going to cast Shatter on the computer. So, K.O.S is going to have to do a con save.
Okay, a con save. Is it a disadvantage?
Nikki, you have the disk to put in the computer to disable K.O.S. We just need to get rid of the arms. Isaac would kind of like his place back intact.
Is the contract a disadvantage for being? It's a living. What gets disadvantage for the con save for Shatter?
Creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Yep. So that's at disadvantage. The 16. The 16 save.
16 does save.
So that's half damage from 12.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you cast Shatter, centered on the computer. Actually, within 10 feet, I think the closest arm is gonna get it too. So let me roll a con save for that as well.
Oh yeah, it is within 10 feet.
Yeah, so the closest arm gets the full damage and you see large cracks running up the arm. You see little pieces of the outer coating crack off. Because I'm guessing a 4 doesn't meet that save.
Yeah, no, it doesn't meet that save.
So it takes the full damage. Meanwhile, Kay, you see a little crack appear in the casing of the main computer body, and for a second, the monitor goes pixelated and kind of glitchy. But then Kay recovers and is just glaring at you again, and is like, well, at least you're more creative than the other one.
Which one is Kay trying to insult?
Mango.
Most likely Mango.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Did I cut you off, Ghosty? Were you trying to say something?
Oh, yeah. Nikki looks up at Kay and is like, "Oh yeah, I'm a scary little thing, aren't I?" And she sort of wiggles her butt, trying to be obnoxious. I'm definitely not a distraction here.
You're definitely not what?
I'm definitely not a distraction.
Kay would have a response to this. Me trying to think of what that response would be. Scary and creative are two different things, but I make a note of that.
Oh, you don't know me very well, then, do you?
Of course not. After all, we never met before. All I could learn of you was from the paper. And one article from Cameo doesn't really tell me much.
Suppose
I
not.
didn't realize the computer read the news. Or that the newspaper delivered out here.
Why are they still?
Isaac liked to be informed.
With Chichi's just having a moment of wondering, how did you even get the paper? You don't have anything that can go outside the building, as far as I've seen.
There was a robot arm right near the front door.
I didn't realize they had that level of reach. Especially since we kind of broke that one within 5 seconds.
Well, is that the end of Nicky's turn?
Yes.
Okay. Look. I did not pick these spells the best.
I'm sorry, but this is what I.
Gosh, I didn't pick these spells. Oops. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so, let me see. Figuring out spells, my beloved. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, so none of the arms this turn make a move for you. But instead what happens is that the second arm back from the door, the one in the bottom left, closest to the bottom left corner, so closest to where Chichi is, starts to glow red hot. K.O.S has just cast heat metal on this arm. So anyone that comes in contact with that arm is going to take extra damage when they do.
I'm still wondering if I should have taught Mango heat metal and just cast that on Chaos.
Melt the computer.
But then where would be the fun in the combat?
Exactly. I was so glad to see you did not. Yeah. So that's Chaos's turn. Mango.
I am still debating on what to do for Mango because on the one hand, he can try insulting Chaos, but then what would that do? Second of all, he could try firing the bow again, but I don't think that's gonna work, especially with that being his third try at it. You know what? I'm gonna go with option number one. I think it's going to be better. Mango is just incredibly ticked off, and he's gonna strap the bow over his shoulders, take the rapier again into his hands, and using his move, he's going to move 6 squares forward. Bonus action because he can fumble, allowing him to take the dash action again. That's 6 more squares forward, so 60 feet traveled, correct?
Yes, but I have some I have some other concerns that we're going to get to. One, is
Oh,
there
no.
is there anything you're doing to prevent you from taking an opportunity attack from like 4 robot arms?
You know what? I completely forgot about the robot arms.
You sure did!
The robot arms are a thing that exists. Mango.
They sure are!
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Okay, overwrite that. I'm sorry, my brain is just scrambled eggs.
That's why I wanted to
I
check.
think what Mango is most okay. What are you gonna do, Mango? I think he's going to. Okay, I don't know.
I mean,
I'm deciding. Should he? I want him to move, but then there's that one arm that's near the.
Oh, you're probably gonna pass within range of a ton of these arms if you try to go anywhere, and one of them is red hot at the moment, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and avoid that one.
Mhm.
Okay. Did we do anything about the one that's in the top left?
On the
Chichi
top-
already hit it for 7 damage.
Yep, it's still
It's not
kicking,
down,
though.
is it?
It's not down.
It's not down, but it's not in good condition.
I am incredibly tempted to have Mingo move towards that arm, not provoking any opportunity attacks, as he technically isn't leaving its range. Is he?
Mhm.
No, he's not.
No, you're within range, you're getting closer
he-
to it, you're fine.
As he is casting Vicious Mockery, and I have come up with this insult.
Are you insulting K or the robot arm?
I'm insulting K because they insulted me. I'm
All
returning
right.
the favor.
Alright.
I'm not sure how he would begin this, but how do you begin an insult? I'm not good with insults.
I see your color hasn't improved.
No, what I had in mind was that I don't know how to word this insult, but I do know that Mango is just calls chaos like of an 8-year-old's creepypasta OC.
That's a high insult.
Okay. Time for the whiz save.
Stop saying. You're probably gonna succeed. Do you succeed on that? Or
It's a 4! You tell me! I don't think so!
Here's the question. Did you actually insult the computer, or did you just confuse the computer so severely it's now taken damage?
That's off the internet, so she probably understands.
no, 1 point of damage. That's a turn wasted. Anyway, that's an action wasted.
Yeah, Kay turns to look towards Mango and is like, What is creepy pasta? Why would pasta be creepy?
K.O. hurts themselves in their own confusion. I'm trying to figure out also with Vicious Mockery, you have disadvantage on your next attack roll, so just letting you know.
Okay, I will note that down. So it is Chichi's turn.
Yes, it is. And Chichi is going to decide if they're going to go for the hammer space again. Because they know what they want to attack. They are not attacking the burning hot metal arm with bare hands.
A smart move.
To the mercy of my freaking hammer space.
Yeah.
Yay! Chichi pulls out the short sword they have.
All right.
And is going to go up and attack the one metal arm that's to the bottom left.
So the red hot one.
Yes.
Okay. Roll for attack. 10 does not hit.
Oh well. Use of monk annoyancy and drunken technique is that's only yeah, I don't. Okay, she does not have disengage action from this. Well,
Oh boy. Nicky.
Okay, so what am I going to do now? What is the nearest arm to me?
Where are you currently? Are you still in the doorway?
I would assume so.
Yeah, so the nearest arm is the one in the top left corner, which has
Okay.
already been hit.
Okay. Which arm has the highest HP right now?
Most of them. They all have equal HP except the ones in the top left and top right corners, which have been hit before. So the other
Top
5
right?
are all equal.
Okay, which one has heat metal on it?
The one in the bottom left, which is the second closest to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit that with an Eldritch Blast.
That's a nat 20, so that hits for sure. 2 damage, which doubles to 4 damage. Shit, I just closed my character sheet by accident.
I like to imagine you could sort of make a little noise.
Yeah. So yeah,
like a little firework.
Aww. Yeah, so that collides with the side of the arm and sort of knocks it out of place a little bit. You can see a little scorch mark on the metal. But it's still, intact.
Shame.
That would have been really cool. But you did hit it, so that's something. Anything else that Nicky wants to do on her turn?
She's going to try and intimidate K.O.S.
All right, I want to see this. Do you want to roll intimidation first, or say what you're gonna say first?
My friends here want to try resetting you, but I'd be just as happy to see this whole place burn.
Nicky, we wanted to give Isaac his house back.
Wait, that's wrong. Where did I?
Player discussion? You just sent a... It didn't actually roll, so you can just send it again in the game zone.
Yeah.
16. Do I have to roll something against that, like a whiz save?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. 3. Okay, so that fails. K.O.S is, intimidated. What does that do mechanically? I think, okay, so here's how that, yeah, okay. So here's how that goes, is, you can see all the robot arms kind of flinch back for a second. And Kay turns to look at you, Nicky, and is like, set. Isaac gave you this, didn't he? Wow. If that's what you have in mind for me, this place might as well burn.
So be it then.
And it's K.O.'s turn. Now the disadvantage is on attack rolls, right, Mango?
Yep.
So
I'm not sure. It doesn't really specify if it's all through your turn or if it's only on the first attack that you make.
I think only on the first.
That unfortunately it.
But
yeah, it just says disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes. So I guess.
So just the first one. And on Mango's last turn, he ran up to the arm in the top left, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Chichi ran up to attack the arm in the bottom left, with her sword.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Both those arms are gonna try and pick up the people closest to them. Let's do Chichi first.
Yeah.
So roll acrobatics.
Yay! How is that an at one?
Oh shit, that is an at one. Mango, roll acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Mango, please be better than Chichi, please.
Wait.
Wait.
It's not
wait.
a disadvantage to the grapple?
What?
Is it not disadvantage on the grapple?
Is grapple an attack?
It's
well. We can make it a disadvantage and say both the things I rolled there are attempts on Chichi, but even then the 12 is lower and that still beats Chichi's 8, so we'll say that was at disadvantage.
8, no.
Unless we Chichi's getting picked up either way. I'll roll at disadvantage against Mango as well, because he's the one that actually did.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I'm fine.
So a 4. Yeah, so the robot arms come for both of you. Mango, the robot arm that's coming for you is still kind of twitching and starting to malfunction, so you're able to dodge out of the way of it. But Chichi, the one closest to you, does wrap around you and pick you up in a very rubber hose sort of way, where the hand is not even really involved. And it does still have heat metal cast on it. So a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause this damage again. Do I have to re-roll that damage for heat metal, or does my previous roll count?
I don't know.
Let's see. I will re-roll in case it becomes less damage, because one of those rolls was an 8. So, Chichi takes. Oh no, it went higher.
Oh no.
Oh dear. We'll use. No, we'll use the original roll in that case, because I don't actually want to kill you guys. Hang on, I had it up here. Hang on. Where was that? I've lost it. I'm lost in the sauce. And the sauce's dice rolls.
It's a 13.
13. Yeah. So, Chichi takes 13 points of fire damage.
Well, I have to do math because ow. Ouch.
Sorry. That is the end of K's turn, by the way. So,
Oh, right. I'm so sorry.
I was waiting for Frosty to do maths, but then I'm like, wait.
I did do the maths. It's just I had to remind myself how to subtract 13 out of 32.
You're taking 13
I'm sorry,
damage.
I was busy drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just she only has 32 health. So, ow!
Sorry. I should have only cast it at 2nd level, but K was fucking pissed.
I'm sorry. I was drawing this in the meantime.
Yes.
Okay.
And now it is Mingo's turn.
Mingo using his rapier because apparently that's the only weapon that wishes to work for him. Do not make me regret saying those words. Mingo is gonna try and strike the arm. And look what he does.
6 doesn't hit.
It's a nat 1.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You were doing so well against the arms the other 2 times you fought them. And now, as soon as K.O.S joins the battle, Mango forgets how to fight. Truly great.
Incredible.
That's the wait. There's nothing. Is there anything else he can do?
Do you have any bonus actions?
Not any bonus actions I can think of. I could try casting Healing Word, but that's but
you know, one of your teammates did just get picked up by a burning hot arm, so Healing Word isn't the worst idea.
Well, you are right. You know what? Might as well. I cast Healing Word on Chichi, I believe, who got picked up by the burning arm.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I cast that on them, so...
Smells like burnt fabric over here.
Here, let me fix that for you. Plus my spellcasting ability modifier. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm looking everything over.
You're done.
Mango, why are you rolling 1s all of a sudden? You regain 4 hit points.
Yay!
Yay!
E.
E.
And
Yeah, and talking's a free action, so you can try to talk if you want to, or we can go on to Nicky's turn or Chi-Chi's turn.
Yes,
you're grappled, not dead.
Well,
not yet.
Oh, hold on. I'm so sorry. It's just that I had another thing going on today, and this game is taking much longer, as expected of it, of course.
Sorry, is there a time you need to dip out by?
Yes, I need to dip out by 5.
Is
And
that
it's getting my time.
yeah? So that's 10 minutes from now.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to kick computer butt, but before 5.
Okay.
You paid attention, eh?
You sure did.
We haven't even gotten close to harming K.O.S like the computer. Do the arms count? Because if the arms count, then
The arms have separate health points than K does.
okay, yeah, no, then we didn't even get close to hurting K.O.S. K over there.
Hey, I mean, I put a good crack in her chassis, so.
Okay, except for Nicky. Okay, we have hurt them a little, or a lot. I put them much damage. Okay, so we have hurt K.O.S, but we're not close to defeating them.
I'd say it would probably be more than 10 minutes to completely defeat K.O.S. So
yeah.
Do we wanna? Does Chichi want to take a turn because Chichi is being held by a red hot metal arm, and then we'll break for the night?
Chichi is going to be rolling acrobatics to get out of there.
Okay. Do I have to contest with another athletics again?
Yes.
Okay. Yay! Yeah, so Chichi rolls a 19 and the arm rolled a 9. So yeah, Chichi broke free from the arm's grasp.
Hooray.
Yay! So Chichi can now go back to trying to hit it with the sword because revenge.
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 Revenge. It's best served cold.
Wait.
No.
No, 8 does not hit. Is there anything else you want to do? On your turn?
No.
Alright. BBS typing. Okay. So, we will cut it there for tonight, and we will talk about when we can have the next session where we will pick up with Nicky's turn in combat.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
I fully plan to intimidate the computer more.
Well, I'm sorry, but I gotta hop off now. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Alright, bye VB, have fun.
Bye. You too.
Alright, and I will stop the recording then.